Totally missed it. Just listen, it's not that. It's really.
Wait, Jensen, you don't have to walk down it. You can take the elevator. Escalator, stairs. He's still got it up. As if there was any doubt. Okay, Rob.
The escalator.
Pretty good.
Don't forget.
Jensen, will you show him the
Don't
elevator?
forget.
The boat. But Rob, if you stood right here, there was a perfectly good elevator, Rob.
I did the elevator back up. Going down. This is what getting your money's worth looks like.
Out of work actors.
That was really loud. My ears are ringing.
Hey man, don't do this in front of
I came back here and he hit these so loud. I was like, that was a bad idea. That was a really.
But you can't do this in front of me. And
What?
I think I'm gonna go. Oh, I'm just gonna do this.
God.
Howdy, y'all. Thanks for bringing us out here. It's good to see some faces and some shadows. I like all of the above, and some bright lights.
North Carolina.
North Carolina
We love you.
and South Carolina. West
And East Carolina.
East Carolina.
West Carolina. All of it.
Central Carolinians.
All of Carolina. What?
Central Carolinians.
Stop
Carolinians.
it. Stop. You're gonna kick us out.
We can
What do you
stay.
say?
Will you call Genevieve for me? Say, hey, sorry. Let me tweet her number so y'all can call her. I'll do them next week. No, it's been fun to be here. I know we've been here a couple times, but it's been a couple years. And I think every time we've come here, we've been kind of straight in, straight out. So got to walk around a little bit yesterday and today and Friday, get a little dinner. So it's nice to be over in Carolina. So can I say that? I'm like booed by half the audience and cheered by the other audience. Say North Carolina, say South Carolina. Thanks for bringing us out. Excited to be here.
Good to be here. Yeah, thank you guys.
We want to hear what y'all want to talk about. I'm sure we all know that there are certain things we can't address directly in reference to our current union situation, but we will do our level best and damnedest. This is the first time we've ever had to do this. And,
Oh, I got a couple stories lined up for you guys. Don't
yeah.
you worry about
here's a little grab bag of stories.
it. I do.
Oh, yeah.
Should I just kick one off right now? I don't know why I have to stand up.
The scheme was good. The scheme was good. It worked.
All right. Now, I did tell one in, I think, the meet and greet yesterday. Is that, I can tell that one again for everybody, or I have a completely new one.
Start with the new one.
I'll start with a new one. A few months ago, my wife went to this charity auction thing in Austin. She bid on this thing. It was a car experience, a race car experience at the Circuit of the Americas track in Austin, Texas, COTA for short. And where I would get to, she got it for me, she gave it to me as a gift, where I would get to ride shotgun in an actual supercar, race car, and be driven around the track a few times. And then I would get to actually go and drive, not one of the track cars, but a fast, exotic car around the track myself. So I was like, oh, that sounds fun. When is that? She's like, oh, it's next Saturday or something. I'm like, great. At 7 a.m. Huh? On a Saturday? So I'm already not happy. I get up and I'm like, you guys are gonna come? You gonna come sit in the stands and watch me drive? She's like, no. We're gonna be asleep. Yeah. You go drive your little cars and have fun. So, whatever. I wake up super early and I get to the track, and I'm looking around and I'm like, they sit us down and they give us this whole briefing about what to expect, and we go over the safety protocols and they do all that kind of stuff. And it's fine. It's great. I'm still waking up, and then they're like, okay, if you just going downstairs, find the chart that says who your driver is going to be and what car, and then you can meet your driver out on the track, and you guys go have a good time. Great. I go down and I look at this chart, and I'm like, okay, there's my name. Let's see who they. What? No, that's. What the hell kind of a. So I look around. I'm like, this is a joke. The car had a rainbow unicorn on it. On the hood, it was pink, and they named their cars. This one was called Sparkles Glitter Hooves.
Better than glitter butt.
No, I don't think that's probably about the same. So I meet the nice lady who's going to be driving me, and she seemed about as into it as no one. I could tell she probably didn't like waking up that early either, but she was there and she's like, hi, how are you? Nice to meet you. Here's your helmet, which had a pink unicorn on it. And she's like, all right, this is what we're gonna do, blah, blah, blah. She goes, runs through the whole thing. So I get in the car and I put the safety harness on and I'm like, okay, she fires it up. Big race car, it was a McLaren. Yeah, it still had a unicorn on the front. And had pink trim on it. And had the name Sparkles Glitter Hooves on the car. On the car. Plain as everything. Everybody can see it. So we get out to the track, and it's about to start, boop, 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 turns green, boop, we take off. Hit a few turns, we're not really going that fast, and I'm going, all right, maybe she's just warming up the tires or getting the, whatever. Then we finally get to this big long straightaway, it's like, yeah, it's like over a mile long straightaway, this track. I'm like, okay, she's gonna open it up here, we're gonna get going fast. And she goes, we got up to about 50 miles an hour. And then she's like, something's wrong with the car. So I'm like, oh, you think? And now we're all the way out because the straightaway's like halfway down. So we gotta like limp back in. She's got no power, there's no thrust, it's like engine failure. So we coming back in, we roll in, and she's like, sorry, I'm gonna, this is out of commission. I'm like, yeah, okay. She's like, I'll go find you another driver. And I'm like, no, that's fine. Don't worry about it. I get out, and I'm like, well, thanks, okay. And I get in my car, and I go home. I didn't wait to get another driver, and about an hour and a half later, I get a text message like, your car is ready to be driven around the track. And I was just like, delete. It was not a grand experience, and I wish I had just stayed in bed.
Yeah, also, if someone knows anybody who can take them around Charlotte Motor Speedway, leave us a card and show them some speed.
Yeah, and I'll see you at noon on Saturday. But that was my Sparkle Glitter Hoops story. Where are y'all? Oh, there you go. That's one.
Very nice. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Wonderful, thank you.
So, I've decided I'm pretty much a very clumsy person, and I injure myself in very obnoxious ways. Do you have a story about an embarrassing or ridiculous injury?
All of my injuries are embarrassing and ridiculous. I ripped my pants on camera for all to see. I think it was so interesting. I pull my back a lot, and not doing really cool things like deadlifts or squats or like saving children from a bus or something. Like bending over to pick up a pair of socks. first thing in the morning. Literally happened one time, and we were working on something together up in Canada, and I got to work and was like, I pulled my back out this morning. He's like, oh dude, working out too early? I was like, no, grabbing some socks out of the suitcase. He's like, grabbing some socks out of the suitcase? Yep, grabbing some socks out of the suitcase. Were they lead socks or something? Just socks, had some holes in them, so they were lighter than normal socks. But yeah, that's probably that, drying my hair when it was luscious. I guess it's back to luscious.
What do you call that hairstyle? Luscious.
But getting out of the shower and turning your head and with a towel and, all of a sudden I'm like, I tweaked my neck. You're turning like a robot.
Welcome to old age.
Yeah, 4 whole days? Yeah, before my whole days. Ackles?
Embarrassing injuries, is that what you said?
Or ridiculous.
Ridiculous? I think I may have mentioned this. I hurt my hand the other day. I was putting some stuff away in a closet. There's a hall closet, and it's one of those the doors, it's like double doors that shuts like that, right? Well, the hinges, fix it because it's really tight. The doors are really tight when you shut them. If you shut one, you can't get the other one. You have to shut them together, and then Well, as I was shutting them together, I pushed on the seam, and you can actually still see it pinched my palm, and it was so hard that I yanked my hand out and left part of my palm in the door. And there's another little part of that story where a few days earlier, I walked into my daughter's room and I could hear her running away from the door. Like she heard me, she could hear me coming. And so she ran away from the door, but then slipped and boom, fell on the hardwood floor right as I was opening up the door. And she was like splayed out on the ground, and she sits up really quickly and like is rubbing her elbow, and I'm like, are you okay? What happened? She's like, nothing. And I was like, did you just slip and fall and hurt yourself? And she's like rubbing her hip, and she's like, no. And I'm like, I think you did. Do you want me to hold you? And she was like, mm-mm. And I was like, come on, give me a hug. She's like, okay, all right. So then I gave her a hug. So cut back to the door of the closet. So I push it and I yank my hand out, and I'm like, and then I just hear behind me, you want me to hold you?
He said yes.
No, I actually looked at my hand and I was like, no, I need you to go ask Mommy for some gauze and some tape. Oh, and I swear, she comes in, she's like, what'd you do? And my hand's like just bleeding. And I'm like, do we not have any gauze or tape? And she's like, no. And I'm like, wait a second, I just saw this thing as I was going through a box of stuff, and it was the season 8
Of something.
Gift from post-production. Phil Segretia would send us these like funny gifts. It was a little survival kit in a pouch. And I'm like, that'll have some like bandages of some sort until I can go to the store and get some. So I go in there and I open it up. It's salt and matches. And a little thing of holy water. You remember that? A little orange pouch thing? So I had to hold my palm together but yeah, my daughter, nobody held you. So that was great, and it's been like 2 weeks and it still has a mark on my hand.
That's why doors can be dangerous. That's why I always leave mine open slightly, so it's no longer a door, it's a jar.
Hi, how are you? Let me ask you a question. Ladies and gentlemen, Monsieur Keegan.
Mr. Keegan Allen.
Do you put up with those jokes on the set of a show you work on with Jared?
Yes. But they're so great. He's also my boss.
Right, yes. He's so funny, isn't he?
It's the most amazing guy ever.
You're getting a
He is
raise.
the most amazing man I've ever met in my life.
I did really laugh at that. That was great.
What's up, dude? What are you doing?
Hey dude, what's up, man? Hey guys, what's up? Keegan Allen here. I'm from California.
Hi, Keegan. From California.
Man, this is really nerve-wracking being down here.
Just take a deep breath. We're all here for you.
Yeah.
I wanted to ask you guys. Hold on.
Get together, man.
I wanted to ask you guys, in the last year, what have you done in your lives that you feel like has made it 10% better?
That's a great question, Ian. Ian, right?
Keegan from California.
Well, Keegan from California. 10%, huh?
Well, because you don't want to, just like a subtle upgrade in your life.
Right.
Because like, something that's too drastic is too noticeable, but 10%.
Yeah, reasonable.
I got one for you. Make the bed first thing in the morning.
Yes.
I didn't used to do that. I would maybe get around to it, like I'd get out of bed, or when I come back, and sometimes I wouldn't go back to the bedroom until like the afternoon. I'm like, oh, bed's still unmade, Now I get up and I make the bed.
Yeah, that's great.
I have to kick my wife out of the bed first. But I make the bed every morning, and I don't know, it just feels good when I walk back in later in the day and I see the bed has been made. I don't know why.
That's great.
Yeah.
I think for me, Keegan from California, I think for me, I try to get rid of some of like my perfectionist inklings, and so one of the things I like to do is not worry about like whether or not my bed is made. So, I come back in at night and the pillows
See,
are...
he has to laugh at that joke. I don't.
But no, speaking of beds, I will not get on my phone when I'm in my bed. Even if I want to return a text message, I'm like, oh shoot, I want to play Wordle or I want to do something. I won't do it in the bed. I will force myself to get out of the bed and either just stand next to it or not a little lie. It works. It works. It's literally as simple as because here's what I would do. I would be like,
I just imagine like him getting a text in the middle of the night. He's like,
I'm going to text him now after he goes to bed.
well, that's basically what happens. But truth be told, I had the problem of if it was middle of the night or whatever, and I wake up and I'm, what time is it? And I go and I look at my clock or whatever, my phone, it's 1:30. I'm like, let me see if there's anything on the news. Let me see ESPN. Let me see who won the game. It's like, yeah, I'm kind of awake. Let's see what's on YouTube. And fast forward an hour and I haven't slept. So I'm like, if it's not important enough for me to get out of bed to do it, then I just leave my phone on the nightstand. So, yeah. And like totally unkept bed.
Thank you guys, that was great.
Thank you, Keegan Allen from California. You got skipped by that California dude, so we're gonna stay with you and get to that.
Hi, I'm Taylor, last name Walker.
Hi, Taylor, last name Walker from
From North Carolina.
Taylor, last name
Grayville.
Walker from North Carolina. All right, pleasure to see you.
Pleasure to see you. I have a question that it's something I ask my friends when I want to mess around with them, so I'm gonna mess around with y'all.
Again, willing to get out of bed for it, or stay in bed?
Thank you for getting out of bed today. Okay, this is for both of you. If you were forced, would you rather have the other's face for a butt or their butt for a face? Serious question.
hey, Keegan from California. You handle that, please.
Yes?
Jensen's butt grows better facial hair than his face. And I'm not judging.
How would
just
you
saying.
know?
How do you know?
Do I answer that? So yeah, I'm going his butt for a face. Because you can always shave something to make it look like, oh, look, that's kind of funny. A little heart.
It's on your butt, man.
Not if you, dude.
You got a face butt.
AI doesn't face. I have a butt face actually. You have a face butt. What are you doing butt
No,
face?
you're taking my, what the, are we talking about?
Inquiring minds want to know.
Sit down. Butt face, but what?
Would you rather be a butt face or a face
You
butt?
gotta make a decision, man.
What'd you say?
Them's the rules. You gotta make a decision. Them's the rules.
I heard God hates the internet. He probably does, but what did you say?
Them's the rules. You gotta make a decision. Would you rather have his butt for your face or his face for your butt?
Would you rather be a butt face or an ass butt? Face butt.
Well, I guess I'd rather have his face from my butt because I can cover it up with a pair of pants. I mean, that was a really easy answer
There better be
to a
some.
stupid question.
There better be some see-through pants, because otherwise you'd be wasting a damn fine ass.
Dude, I don't know if you know this, but I already have a damn fine ass.
Prove it, prove it. Thank you, I think. Thanks a bunch. Hi, beat that.
No, don't.
Hi, I'm Rochelle.
Would you rather have Jensen's butt for your face or your butt? Don't answer that.
I don't have an answer to that. Okay, so I have a very, very important question.
All right.
It's mostly for Jared, but Jensen, feel free to answer.
Right. Go for it.
So, when picking a spatula,
I do happen to know a thing or two about this. I'll take it.
do you?
Yeah, shoot.
What is your preference? Wood, metal, plastic, or rubber, and why?
You gotta go wood. Why? You can control the whip a little better. When you're making an omelet, if it's a plastic spatula, sometimes it gets a little aggressive and flings a little bit too much, let's say.
When have you ever made an omelet?
One time, there's that video, that app, where you it's like the kitchen, cook, you push the buttons and you make it on. It's on your phone. You have to get out of bed to use it. Not the spatula. Wood.
No, you don't use wood because you get wood. It destroys it in the dishwasher, so you have to hand wash it. Which why did you create washing machines? So you don't do that. You don't go metal either, because that'll scratch up your pants. You want to go either like a hard plastic. That's what you want to go with. Basically, like what you have in your hand. That's what you want to go with. Because they're dishwasher safe and they're not going to mess up your pants. Boom, knowledge.
Teamwork makes the dream work. Thank you, Rochelle.
Thank you so much.
Hello.
Hi, my name is Brayden. I'm also from North Carolina. My question is, what's y'all's favorite alcohol? Like whiskey or bourbon or something?
Whiskey or what?
Bourbon?
Bourbon? Well, that's kind of a tough one.
Because I know, Jensen, you said that Angel's Envy is your favorite.
Oh, that's right.
Oh, you mean like brand or?
Yeah, like brand or something, because that's a little expensive.
It's a little expensive or intense for you?
Expensive, not
Expensive.
intense.
Yeah, it's a pricey bottle. There are pricier. I mean, I don't know if you're looking for whiskey. like a bourbon. Four Roses makes a pretty inexpensive, very good whiskey.
Yeah, I agree. Eagle Rare.
Eagle Rare.
Oh, that's amazing.
Who basically owns all of them.
Yeah. I used to prefer Scotch to bourbon. Now I prefer bourbon to Scotch. I think I like a little bit of that sweetness these days. What about you?
I prefer Jack Daniels.
All right. Hardcore sour mash.
Yeah, a lot of times, it's kind of funny, a lot of times I get ID because I look like I'm 15, but in reality I'm 22.
That's a good problem to have. Not a problem he's known for a while now. So. Mitch is laughing. He liked that one.
Oh yeah, you should be laughing.
That's good. Well, that's a good problem to have. But yeah.
We had we worked with a producer, the original Bob Singer, and that is the only thing that man drinks whenever he has a drink. It's Jack Daniels. This is a guy who's, he can afford any bottle he wants. It's always JD. That's it.
Not too bad.
Nothing wrong with that.
Thank you for the question. Hey there.
Hi, sorry. I'm Ollie. I'm from Charlotte.
Hi, Ollie. From Charlotte. Awesome.
Yeah, sorry, my hands are numb. Do you have any advice? I'm about to go into my senior year of high school. Just for senior year and just life in general.
Wow. Congrats on starting your senior year.
I'll give you some senior advice. He'll give you some life advice. Senior advice, do as much as you can this year. Sign up for a different club. Go play in a different a different sport or try different instruments or whatever it is you're into. Like, do as much of that as possible because this is it. You're not going to have high school again. So I remember when I was. It's part of the reason that I'm sitting up here today is because I did just that. My senior year, I was playing baseball, and I left early, the team early, to go do a play, go do a musical. Normally I was like, I can't conflicts with my baseball schedule, so I can't do the spring musical or whatever the spring play we were doing. But my senior year, I was like, you know what, I'm gonna do it, and with some help from my coach and the theater teacher, who made it happen. And that was really the reason why somebody saw me and said, hey, you should come out to Hollywood, try your hand out here. And I was like, yeah, right. But it was, had I just stuck with what I've been doing for the past couple of years, I probably wouldn't have gotten up on that stage. I probably wouldn't have gotten discovered, and I would have never made it out to California. So I would say, try to do as much as you can, and get as much out of this year as you possibly can, because you'll most likely you'll be glad that you did.
It's awesome. I knew that story. Very similar to the advice I was going to kind of give, which I guess is a life version of that same advice, but from a different angle, a little slightly different angle, which is kind of do that for the rest of your life. And there's something that seems so. I remember when I was a senior, something was so scary about it because it seemed like this is the finale. This is the finale, the final moment of what I know is good with my life. But the day after you graduate, you wake up, you're still going to be Ollie, and there's going to be something else for you to do. And then a year after that, you're still going to be Ollie, there's going to be something else for you to do. So don't get overwhelmed by the seeming closure and finality of it. Just remember, this is just a year in your life. And if you're as fortunate, and I hope you are, as we've been able to be, where high school was 4 years of our 40-something year lives, like you have your next high school. You're not going to be in high school, but you have your next 4-year growth cycle, your next 2-year growth cycle, your next 4-year growth cycle. So this is just part of your life. Like your life is not about to end, it's about to begin. You've been in school for presumably the last 12 years or whatever, but K through 11. And there's something strange and really scary, but it should be scary. Like if you feel a little fear or if you feel some trepidation about like, oh God, like school's gonna be over, that's okay. That's like, you should feel a little scared, a little nervous, a little concerned. But a year from now, you're gonna be in the next phase of your life. And a year from that, you're gonna be in the next phase of your life. And some things might look different, especially if you follow kind of what he was talking about. You keep on expanding your horizons. A lot of things will look the same, but you'll still be you. So keep your eyes on the future. Congratulations. Hi.
Hi, my name is Myra. I'm from Mexico.
Hola.
Hola. My question is, I don't know if you've been keeping up with the UFO disclosures, but if you were Earth's ambassador to talk to them, what would you tell them and what would you show them?
That's good. Face butt. I've never seen a human face butt. That's cool.
Yeah, hey, check this out. It looks just like his face.
It can talk. I would say, hey. I think I'd be
Excuse me, can I ask you a few questions?
Yeah, I think I'd be, yeah, Ace Ventura. I think I'd have more questions to ask than answers to give. I think I'd probably try and communicate, we mean you no harm, you know, like, we don't want none of that smoke. So I think I would show them a young child. We mean you no harm, and look how cool life can be here. Well, I mean, it's just a promise. I think for me, it's kind of like,
Here, take this one. It's okay, I got two more.
I have three that you can have. No, but it's such a cool, you know, becoming a parent, for those parents out there and those who kind of envisioned it, it's such a cool promise. Like seeing a baby or seeing a young child and thinking like, man, they have their whole life ahead of them. They're going to be going their senior year one time, and they're going to be falling in love one time, or two times. They're going to maybe have kids of their own. It's just kind of how wonderful life can be down here, and like, please don't destroy us.
Yeah, that. I mean, I'd still go with the Facebook thing, but I think showing them the best part of humanity is probably the smart way of doing things.
Yeah.
But I haven't been keeping up a whole lot with it, but I do know that they changed. It's no longer called the UFO, it's called
UAP?
UAP?
Yeah. Unidentified aerial phenomenon.
Unidentified
So I heard.
aerial Padalecki. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Unusual ass-face Padalecki. How are you?
Nervous.
Good.
My name is Victoria. I'm from Ohio. My husband is retired military, so we've moved up and down the East Coast most of our lives. And I'm assuming with your jobs, you've moved around a lot. Sorry, I get shaky.
You're okay.
If you could choose anywhere other than where you grew up or live now, where would you want to live in the world?
That's a good question. I have a really soft spot for Italy. I love Italy, if we're going to choose somewhere international. If we're going to choose somewhere in the States, I like the mountains a lot, you know? Virginia's awesome.
Asheville.
I love Virginia, I love Nashville. There's a lot of cool places out there.
Asheville.
Asheville?
Asheville?
No, Ash.
Oh, Asheville.
Yes. Jensen, Florida.
So Asheville's a whole different. That's in Pennsylvania, probably. Another against Pennsylvania, okay?
Yeah, I like mountains.
Just mountains?
Yeah, well, like Sun Valley, where I got married, where Jen's family, my wife's family still lives in Sun Valley, Idaho. So we go visit them. It's beautiful. It's crisp air. I love the snow ski. The older I become, the less I can deal with a month plus of 100-degree weather in a city. So, yeah, somewhere where it's a little bit cooler outside. I like North Carolina too. Went out to a dear friend who lives here in town that I work with, we both work with, and he has a place about 20 minutes away. And it's great. No bugs, no sweat. Beautiful.
What?
trees.
No bugs and sweat?
We didn't have any bugs. Other bugs?
Oh, yes!
Oh, I don't like North Carolina that much. Anymore. I like it less now. But I do like Asheville, Pennsylvania. Asheville, Pennsylvania? Is that a place?
North Carolina.
Yeah,
Asheville,
let's go with
North
that.
Carolina.
Asheville, Pennsylvania.
Somebody make it.
I don't know. I think I'm pretty happy with where I am. How about that? Thank you.
Hi,
Hi.
my name is Martina. I'm from London.
Well, good day, mate.
I was going to That was in London.
Good afternoon, mate. Top of the morning to you. Come on. I do every accent. You're magically delicious. That's over there somewhere, right?
Huge.
Yeah.
Somewhere.
That's Ireland.
Same thing. This is a safe space. Enough with your
This is a safe space.
This is a bloody safe space, mate.
Do a nice London accent.
Okay. Would you like some Worcestershire sauce?
Okay, now do like Scottish.
They're magically delicious.
Dude, Ruth is gonna kick your ass. Okay, you just did a Wales con. Do Welsh.
Okay.
That con was not in Wales. Sorry.
See, she has a good point.
I know.
Right?
I was like, oh, you're going to Wales. That's cool. He's like, yeah.
I'll do-
That he was like, no, actually, we didn't even go to Wales. I'm like,
Okay.
but he can do a really good Welsh accent. Listen to
Fair
this.
enough, fair enough. I can do Wales accent, you know? So if I were to do a Wales accent,
He's good.
I will take it. Thank you, Bora. You complete me.
My question is now way too serious. A lot of us here have been reading and rereading the Song of Achilles book because there's some amazing parallels between certain brothers on a not natural show and the characters in the book. And I wanted to know if there's any book that you have been rereading or that you've connected to so much that you would want to read it all over again.
Which book are you reading?
The Song of Achilles.
The Song of Achilles?
Yeah.
What's funny is my oldest son is going to 6th grade, and so he's reading a few more advanced books that I would enjoy as well, compared to kindergarten through 5th grade. As for instance, he just read Percy Jackson and the Lightning Thief. This year in his curriculum is The Outsiders. So I haven't read that since before getting to know and become friends with Susie Hinton, S.E. Hinton. And I actually reached out to her and was like, hey, thinking of you, she's got my son's curriculum, and they're reading The Outsiders. And she was like, oh, just tell me the name of the school and I'll send you a signed copy and she gets some extra credit. And I was like, done. So I'm excited to reread that book. It's been a while and it'll be fun. But I did not read Percy Jackson with him, but I would have him, and on purpose, because I wanted him to be able to explain it to me in his voice and me not guide him too much about like, well, did you get this from this chapter as well? I kind of want to see where he was at with it. And that's part of his summer homework, is to like read it and go tell not just what happens in the story, but what else is kind of parallel to, like the hero's journey and the silly friend and the loss of a loved one, et cetera, et cetera. The reluctant hero, which I certainly saw a lot of that in the show that he and I worked on together. But I'm really excited to read The Outsiders again. Yeah.
I'm not much of a reader, so I'm...
Go with a magazine then.
You still have to read that.
Comic book?
Again, requires 30 pages. I'm not... no, how about this? I will, I'll tell you what, my wife, she's an avid reader, and I'll tell you the book that I see her picking up more than any of the other ones. One, she keeps a copy next to her bed, and that's the Confederacy of Dunces. What?
What?
The Confederacy of
Dunces.
Dunces. Yeah, Confederacy of Dunces.
Nature's J. Riley.
Mm-hmm. So I'll give you that answer because I know she reads that quite often.
I'll put that on my list.
There you go.
Thank you.
Thanks a bunch.
Vicky from Ohio.
I'm sorry?
Vicky from Ohio.
Hi. Oh, hey.
OH? Okay, come up with something, North Carolina. Let's go.
Where are you from?
Ohio.
Oh, hi. Oh. It's worth a shot.
Wow. Oh, it hurts. You'll have to excuse my friend. He's a little slow.
I was just curious on when we might get to meet the two luckiest women in the world, your wives.
They might disagree with you. When would you, what was,
I was just curious if they would ever come to.
if they would ever do one of these? I think so. They would.
I think they'd love to. I say this
I
sometimes.
think they find it kind of feel like, that's your thing, guys, you go do that. We're not looking to encroach on,
Furthermore, and I think, I'm pretty sure Jensen feels the same. I say it sometimes and it sounds like a joke, but I kind of mean it. It's like, who's gonna watch the kids? So we try as best as we can, and we will do trips, just she and me. But we try as much as possible that if one of the parents can't be around, that the other one can, especially now with kids, like my son's starting a different school, and everybody's in a new grade, and some people have moved to different classrooms, and so just to try and kind of be a tether for the kids as best we can. But yeah, I know they love to. It's just hard to know that far in advance, for them to plan. It's like, oh, well, Tom has a soccer tournament in Dallas that weekend, and I don't want Grandma to have to take him, so whatever. But they love to come around. I think they know it's something that we love doing, and they can hold down the fort. Thank you. As a big family of North Carolina and the surrounding areas, including UK, not Wales, Mexico, OH, and everywhere in between, say hi to Lily. Lily, say hi to your SBN family. Where are you from, Lily?
Wellington, North Carolina.
All right. Hey, calm down.
So your name is Lily and you're from Lillington. Is Lillington named after you? Are
Are you named after Lillington?
She was born in Alaska. All right, well, I'm dumb. Just kidding. So you're the last question of our panel, so brought you up and you get to ask it and see kind of what we get to look at. So what is your question?
What was your favorite video game growing up?
Ooh, this actually harkens back to, I didn't know where the alien question was going to go, but if I was U.S. ambassador, like, I would say I want peace, you know, like, we don't mean no harm. Look at this beautiful young baby, how wonderful life can be down here. But if they were like, listen, we're going to mess you up unless one of you Earthlings can beat us at a video game, I'd be like, okay, as the ambassador for Earth, Super Smash Brothers for Nintendo 64.
GoldenEye.
GoldenEye. What's yours?
Mario Odyssey. Just defeated Bowser.
Nice, just got Bowser.
Hey, did you know, I don't know if this is true or not, but the It's a Me, Mario, it's not Italian saying, It's a me, Mario. It's Sumi, which is Japanese for super. It's Sumi Mario, so it's Super Mario.
But you know,
Boom! That's crazy, man!
he was their landlord. Their landlord was named Sugi Mario, and when they were having trouble, he let them live there for free, so they named their character after him.
Come on.
Yeah.
Yep, did your mind, I just heard that the other day and I was like,
You know that?
shocked.
Wow.
It's a me, Mario.
Wow.
But for me, I'm still, it's a me, Mario!
Wow.
Lily, thank you so much for your question. Thank you all.
Thank you.
That was all.
It's a very special somebody's birthday today.
Who?
Well, he's a big fan of both of you. I'd like to bring him out on stage. Little Misha, can you come out on stage, please? Come on. Come, there he is. It's a birthday.
It's a him, Misha.
It's a him, Misha. Happy birthday, Mish.
Happy birthday. Tell them where you're from. It's okay. It's okay.
Okay, where are you from?
It's okay. I'm from.
Very good.
Thank you.
Thank you. Let's give it up for.
He's from.
Let's try this again.
Oh, it's okay.
Where are you from, birthday boy?
Wow. That is so many people.
It's okay. It's okay. They're all recording. I'm looking at
This is what I get for my birthday. I come out here and I see how many fucking people there are in the audience when you're on stage. This is what I get to see.
I know, it's daunting.
It's cool.
Usually this is
horrifying.
This is actually not normal.
I
It's
actually
usually much more.
can't believe how many people there are in this room. It's really intimidating.
It's crazy,
I don't know
right?
how. Thank you all for being so sweet to me. Some of you even said happy birthday to me, and I really appreciate it. And I genuinely can say this, you guys, I would rather spend my birthday with you than with some of my favorite people.
Well said.
Thank you so much. I'm suddenly very sad.
I understand that.
Nevertheless, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Misha. Happy birthday to you. Misha Collins, everybody.
Thank you all. Love you.
Thank you, Misha. Love you, buddy.
Is that it? Are we leaving now?
No, wait.
What?
So,
Is there something else?
we're gonna say
But
goodbye.
wait,
We're gonna
there's
say
more.
goodbye to these guys, but hang on. After they leave the stage, we're gonna be doing a giveaway that has to do with the sticker in the back of your seat, so stand by. In the meantime, ladies and gentlemen, Jared Padalecki, Jensen Ackles,